Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a story time video, and it is all about my horror experience at the dog park, or more so Lucy's horror experience at the dog park. So let's jump right in. So I want to make a quick disclaimer that Lucy was not hurt, no dogs were harmed in this story time video or in this incident, but I also want to give a quick background on our experience with the dog park prior to yesterday. So we've been to this dog park twice before. There are two gates. There's a gate on the left called Gate B and a gate on the right called Gate C, and for some reason we don't know if there's a Gate A or not. We haven't found one. The one we go to is a Gate B and a Gate C. So, or for you guys it's left and right, but for me it's left and right, but you get my point. So Gate B is on the left, which, not by rule, but just generally speaking, mainly big dogs and energetic dogs go on that side, and then smaller, less energetic dogs go on Gate C side. So the first time we went to the dog park, there were 3 dogs on Gate C, and then there were other dogs on Gate B, or in Gate B. And so we decided to take her to the Gate C side because there were less dogs, they were smaller, and we thought as a first experience at the dog park, Lucy would be more comfortable on that side. So we took her over there. She did amazing. She did so well. She loved it. All the dogs, they were very nice. There was only 3 of them, but they were very nice to her. They weren't barky, they weren't yappy at her. She just had a really good time. So that was a really great first experience. Then the second time we went, there were no dogs on Gate C, so we decided to take her to the other side. And the reason why we did that is because we take her to the dog park to, one, just let her off the leash, let her be a dog, let her run around, because we do live in an apartment, so we don't have unlimited access to a backyard or a fenced-in area or anything. So we like to take her to the dog park to just let her off her leash, but also we take her so she could interact with other dogs. So we took her to the Gate B side. She did really well. All the dogs there, again, were very nice. No bullies, none of that. She did very well. She interacted with some dogs. They smelled her. She smelled them. She even ran around with some of the dogs. She did really, really great. So we decided to take her back to the dog park. So we took her yesterday. Now, Gate C again was empty, and then Gate B was full of dogs. There was a lot of dogs there yesterday. And when we first walked in, there are 2 gates. So you go in one gate, and there's kind of like a concrete area, and then there's another gate that puts you in the dog park. So if you open the gate, other dogs can't escape while you're trying to get in. So you would open one gate, close it behind you, open the next gate, you're in the dog park. So we got in the dog park, we took her off her leash. As soon as we got in there, she started to walk around, and about a third of the way into the dog park, there's a barn for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know if anything's in there, but it's in the middle of this lot. And within, like, we weren't even there for 5 minutes, but Lucy started walking in that general area, and behind the barn there were 2 dogs. There was a medium-sized dog and a small dog, and they were having a little scrap. And Lucy was not very close. She was maybe like 10-20 feet from the barn, but she was in that general area. And then all of a sudden this medium-sized dog runs around the barn and basically pummels her to the ground. He just runs straight into her. She knocks her off her feet. She lands on her head, which scared the crap out of me. And she yelps, she screams, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? I don't know what's going on. And so she's scared, I'm scared for her, and so she has her tail tucked, she's trying to run away, and then the smaller dog that was involved in the scrap decides that he wants to chase her. So she is scared to death, her tail's tucked, she's trying to run away, and then the smaller dog keeps chasing after her and is on her flank the whole time, and she's yelping, she's crying, she's trying to get away. Me and Micah are trying to get her so we can put her on her leash and, you know, take her away from the situation. So we finally, after what feels like forever trying to corral her, because she's running all over the place, we finally get her and we separate her. And the smaller dog is still trying to get to Lucy, but me and Mike are like protecting her with our bodies. And so we get her on her leash, we kind of bring her over to the side, we calm her down, we try to pet her, and I noticed that her flank is wet. So I noticed that her side is wet, her flank is wet, so I don't know if the dog was just trying to smell her or if he was trying to bite her or nip at her or whatever was happening. But while we're over here on the side, the small dog is still like very close to Lucy, is trying to, you know, get under our legs, trying to get to her. And finally the owner comes over and like picks this dog up by the harness and like moves it, and he goes, he's a puppy too, he just wants to run around, he wants to chase other dogs, he wants to be chased. And then he looks at Lucy and he's like, well, maybe she'll be better on the other side. Maybe you should take her over there. And I just kind of ignored him. I was just mainly trying to focus on my dog, making sure she's okay. And then after he walked away, I finally was like, what the fuck is he even talking about? He didn't even apologize, and then stuff started to sink in, and I was like, how rude was that? He didn't even apologize for his dog scaring the shit out of my dog, and for, I don't know if the other dog was his or not, but the medium-sized dog pummeling our dog to the ground. No apology, nothing like that. He just said, well, maybe you should take her to the other side. Well, maybe you shouldn't bring your dog to a dog park if it can't handle being around other dogs, okay? Like, if your dog cannot handle itself around other dogs, then don't bring it to a dog park, okay? And so I don't know, I was just so overwhelmed by what had happened within 5 minutes of us being there. I was so overwhelmed. I was just like trying to focus on everything at once, and I was trying to make sure she was okay, I was trying to make sure I was okay, and we were just trying to calm her down and get things sorted out. And then we were wondering, well, should we leave, should we not, should we stay? So finally we realized that he had left, and then the medium-sized dog had also left, so I don't know if they were together or not, but both of the trouble dogs were gone, so that made us relax a little bit. We took her back off her leash. She did fine. She recuperated very well. She didn't seem traumatized or anything. And then we went about our day, and she did really great. And the rest of the dogs, they were very nice, and even the bigger dogs. There were 2 German Shepherds and a Husky there, and they came up to her and smelled her. She did fine with that. Nothing scared her after that. She did really well. And so then after the dog park, we took her to Starbucks and we got her a puppuccino because she had a rough day, so she deserved a special treat. But it was just very scary for us, and I know it was very scary for her. But we do still plan on taking her back to the dog park. We just need to keep a very close eye on her and make sure that nothing like that happens again, because that was very scary, and I don't know what that dog's intention was. I don't know if that handler even cared, or if the owner even cared that his dog was being aggressive or being overly excited, you know. And I understand that puppies are excited and, you know, they're energetic, but if you can't control your dog, or if your dog can't control itself, then maybe you need to put it on a leash, or maybe you need to supervise it more. But you can't just trust that your dog is going to do the right thing all the time, especially when they're puppies, because they are young and they are still learning. But if your dog is attacking another dog, or is causing trouble or causing a commotion, and you're not doing anything to fix it, then that's your problem, and that's not my problem, and I'm not having my dog attacked because you can't control your dog. So that is it for my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. Also go down below, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notified of when I upload videos. Also, if you have had a dog park bully experience, please leave that in the comments below. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!